Ask yourself, if we suddenly get a massive bull run, do you actually know how to take profits? Because what good is 10xing your portfolio if you sell too soon, too late, or if you don't sell at all? Today I'm going to give you some great tips to make the most out of your crypto portfolio. So welcome to the FOMO Factory. Subscribe to this brand new channel and smash that like button. Now lately we have been focusing a lot on buying the right coins, the right time, the right way to build a portfolio that can actually change your life in the next bull run. But what if the bull run comes sooner than you think? What if the bull run happens today? I don't expect it, but crypto is all about the unexpected, basically. If we know what to expect, then we're all gonna make it. So if one or more coins of your portfolio does 100x and you actually walk away with that 100x, then you're doing something wrong. And it doesn't sound logical, but it will make sense in a minute. Now, who am I to tell you this? Well, let me quickly, show you where this is coming from, because I have been in 3 bull runs right now. And the first one was in 2013. This was my best one. That's so stupid. So I've bought Bitcoin. Let me check now. This is not why I bought it. I've bought Bitcoin here. And I sold it here. So I bought a full Bitcoin at $400 and I sold it at $800. For a trade, 2xing your portfolio in a very short period is super nice, of course. But selling a Bitcoin for $800 is slightly less nice. Well, then I didn't, I wasn't really in the bull run because I did not know shit about crypto. I only knew about Bitcoin. I bought it, I sold it, I made some money, I bought some weed, and that was it. That was basically it. My next bull run was in 2017. Now, this is where I really messed it up. This is where I learned my lesson. In 2021 is where I experienced the same thing, but, in the Netherlands we say een ezel stoot zich geen 2 keer aan dezelfde steen, and it means that I fuck up twice and I'm just stupid. What I mean by that is in 2017, let me show you this. This was mainly the coin that I was investing in, Digibytes. And what I did in 2017, I bought Digibytes. I bought it pretty low. This was at the start of the bull run. I didn't really know there was a bull run going on. I just saw everything going up and I felt like, I'll take my money. So that was what I did. So I bought Digibytes around, well, somewhere around here. I don't know exactly anymore. And I rode this complete wave. I 10x to my portfolio really in a matter of a couple of days. And it was so nice to see. But the thing is that I, just like a lot of people right now, because everybody, gets introduced to crypto at a certain point. A lot of people in 2021, a lot of people maybe in the next bull run, a lot of people now, and a lot of people in the previous bull run. So what I was, how I was experiencing it was, oh shit, my money is going up. And here, I thought like, damn, I'm getting rich. Let's buy more. And so instead of riding the wave up and seeing my money going down again, it was way worse than that. Because I rode the wave up. I thought this is going great. Let's buy some more. And then it went down. And then I was even stupider than a lot of people are. Was that I thought right here, I wasn't even thinking like, oh shit, I should buy more. Because it's going down, so, but, I see it's going up. So if it now goes down, then I can probably make more gains if it goes up. So what I did, I took a loan because I didn't have money to buy. So I had no money, right, to take a loan that I can't pay off because I had no money. And I put it in here, somewhere around here. And then I rode this whole wave down. And then I was like, oh my fucking God, let me just sell it and, take what I have left to pay off that loan that doesn't cover it at all. And that was wrecked city for me. So, even though if you start at the beginning of the bull run and you buy something very low, you can still end up being even broker, right? So taking profits like, okay, everybody is about buying low, creating a great portfolio, buying the best coins at the lowest prices. And that's great. That's 50% of the work, right? Because if you do not know how to actually take your profits, then you are getting just as wrecked. Then it doesn't matter, because then it comes to this, right? Then you buy here. You feel like, oh shit, this is going great. I have some hope, right? You make 2x. Oh, I'm optimistic about this all. This is exactly the Wall Street cheat sheet, right? I mean, this is the Wall Street cheat sheet, but this is exactly how you feel, right? Then you have this stage, believe. You make a 5x, for example. Time to get fully invested. You buy some more. Okay, cool, trill. I will buy some more on margin. Well, whatever you think. Then here, you make maybe 100x. You feel like you are the best. But then it's going down. And that's exactly why you think this. Yeah, you just need to cool off. It's okay. It's cooling off. And then it's going down even more. And you feel like, shit. Okay, I have some anxiety. Why this is going to dip even further? And that's why you mess up. Because here, you still have profits. If you buy here and you are here, then you still have profits. But the problem is, you will stick around here for a while. So you're used to looking at your portfolio and seeing a certain amount of money that you didn't have here. But let's say you invest $1,000 right here and you have 100,000 right here because you made a great call, right? And you go down and you only have $50,000 left. Instead of thinking like, okay, cool, nice, I made a 50x, let's cash out. You think like, shit, I had 100,000, now I have 50,000. I'm gonna wait until it goes back to that 100,000 and then I'm gonna sell because I'm not going to be that stupid anymore. But that 100,000 never comes back. And you go down and down and down and down and down. And even you will go, you maybe buy more right here, or you will end up lower than where you bought it. And you will end up getting wrecked. And you ride this complete wave for nothing. And therefore, taking profits is super, super, super important. It's maybe even more important than buying the right coin. So sorry for the long introduction towards how to take profits actually, but I think that you really should know that it's super important. Now you can always just hodl. It's always the way, right? Because with DigiBytes, for example, I completely wrecked. I was in fucking problems right here. Completely wrecked. And I'm not going to tell about the personal problems it gave me, but really wrecked. But now, when I look back at it, this happened in the next run. I wasn't there. I was like, fuck DigiBytes, stupid project, fuck everybody, fuck Bitcoin, fuck crypto, fuck me. But this happened. So if you really believe in a project and you ride this wave down because you mess up anyway, but you believe in the project, then just don't sell here. It will be okay. Because if you believe in the project, probably means because the project is really good, right? So this will happen again. Now, let's go take profits, right? Right, so we talked, like I said, a lot about building a great crypto portfolio. And I am not going to stop there because it's still a bear market, okay? It's still a fucking bloody ass bear market. We went from 69K all the way down to 70K. We are not near a new bull market yet, at least not from what I expect. I think we will go sideways for a while. Might be wrong on that. Time will tell. But I think we have plenty time to build a good crypto portfolio. But always, everything you think, keep in consideration, what if I am wrong, right? So what if I am wrong? And what if the bull market will start right now? Like I said, crypto is about the unexpected. Stuff that we don't expect to happen happens. Therefore, we're usually not prepared and get wrecked, right? So expect something else than what you are expecting as well. What if we go up? Then, and I will make a lot more videos on how to build portfolios, and I am upgrading my portfolio, by the way, as well. I have such a fucking perfect portfolio. I think that if we get a real bull run, my portfolio is going to do great, man. So convinced about that. I will make a very soon video about that. But what if we already have seen the bottom and we will only go up from here? Well, you want to take some profits, right? So it depends on where you bought it, of course. I mean, if you bought the bottom and you are already here, I would suggest, take already 10% profits. But the lesson you learned probably, and what you heard a lot of people say, is dollar cost average, right? Once we are at the bottom, if you were stupid enough to go all in right here, because that's a gamble, then you are very lucky and you have a lot of money. But usually people dollar cost average. You also have to dollar cost average out, okay? So I set up a rule, basically, Because if we take a look at, this is Bitcoin, and I'm not a big Bitcoin maxi, I'm in a lot of altcoins. Let me go to one altcoin that I think is really going to do great. You heard me talk a lot more about this. This is C5 fund. Let me put it off of lock right here. Here we go. If you bought it here, if you buy it here, you know, there's big resistance, of course, but it will go back up to see new all-time highs, in my opinion. So what am I doing right now? Well, no, this is not a good example. Sorry for that, because I'm not taking profits on C2Fi. Let's go to Fomotion. So Fomotion, for example, also a project that I believe in, also a project that I think will see new all-time highs at the top of the new bull run, and, you know, it will do great. So if you bought here, and if you bought here, that's a big difference already, right? But the ratio between holding on to a project to actually make that 100x, or holding on too long to a project, so right, that's hard, right? Because if you buy here, let's say you buy here, right? And you ride this wave, and here you'll be like, yeah, I did a 50x, but I want a 100x, so I'm not gonna sell right now. And you ride it all the way down again. But it could also be that you buy it right here and you go here, right? This is more than a 10x. Maybe your bar is set lower. Maybe you felt like, oh, I did a 10x. Great. Now I'm going to sell it all. Because, okay, cool. You have 10x. You can't complain, right? But still, to see that it's from there doing another 5x on the 10x you already made, that's also quite painful, right? Therefore, dollar costing is super important, because people say dollar cost. Yeah, you dollar cost in, but you also dollar cost out, right? So when it comes to that, set targets, all right? So let's say you invest $1,000 right now, dollar costing, right? So you dollar cost it and you have $1,000 sitting in Fomotion right now, right? Let's say it goes to $10. You do it 2x, right? If you do it 2x, I feel like a lot of especially altcoins have a lot of potential to go back to their all-time highs. So first you have to set your target. Where do you think a project is going? Because if you do not set your targets, then you are already happy with a 2x. You might sell it all, and then this happens, and then you feel like shit, right? So set your targets, all right? So if it does a 2x, you can already say like, okay, now I'm gonna sell 20% of my bag, or your initial investment. But that's quite a lot already, right? So 20% of your bag. If it from there does another 2x, you know, sell another 20%. That way you are dollar costing out, right? And if you already have to sell here, that's on you, right? Because I feel like it might go up. So I would not sell anything around before we are here, let's say, and then dollar cost out. But don't set it too high, because like I said, if it goes up and you still wait and then it goes down, then you're just riding the wave again, and that's no use, right? That's what I meant in the intro by, if you do 100x and you actually walk away with that 100x, then you're doing something wrong, because then you were just lucky, because then you're not dollar costing out of it. If Fomotion, for example, goes from $5 to $50, that's a 10x. But, you know, that means you sell it all at $50, right? That's not dollar costing out of it. Because if you have $50 as a target and it's sitting at 48, and you feel like, oh, $2 more to go, and you don't sell, and then it goes down. Well, like I just said, now I'm repeating myself. Therefore, dollar cost out. And that's the nice thing about it, because in the bull run, whenever it might come, you know, it could take a long time, and people might feel like, oh, you're way ahead of yourself. It's not nearly as far, but you know, I already want to have this out there, because if it comes, you need to be prepared, right? But in the bull run, these coins pop, right? It's not all in once. These coins pop. So, for example, if you have Fomotion, for example, and you dollar cost it out, on average, you did a 10x, for example, great. You have a 10x, you made that in the complete bull run. Is that enough? No, of course not. But that money that you take out of it, you can put it into a project that hasn't popped yet. So for example, if Gala hasn't really popped yet, because Fomotion had some great news in the bull run and people were really into it, right? And you know Gala is a good project, for example, but there was not a lot going on yet, for example, then you can feel like, okay, now I'm dollar costing slowly my gains from Vulcan Forge, not all of your gains, set some aside for if the next bear market comes, of course. But then you can slowly dollar cost into Gala, right? And then with these Vulcan Forge gains, you can ride a new wave of Gala, for example, and then dollar cost out of that again. So you make, for example, a 10x of one coin on a 10x that you did with another coin. Yeah, and that's really the way, that's compounding your profits, and that's really how to do it. Also, what I will do is, don't sell everything, right? I mean, if you, for example, hold Bitcoin because you believe, like me, that Bitcoin is one day going to $1 million, will it happen in the next cycle? No, probably not. But what if, right? What if, right? So if you hold Bitcoin and you make your gains right here, it's going back here, somewhere like that. You feel like, okay, nice. Now it's time to cash out a little bit. Always, think to yourself like, okay, if I sell this at this level on average, then I have this much profits. That's good for me. But if I keep this, that's also good for me, because you want to be prepared that if Bitcoin has this new cycle, wherever the hell it might go, right? It goes from here to here, for example. I think it will be 190K. That's for another story. But always be prepared that if it does this, take your profits, just here. You don't sell the top. It just doesn't happen, right? It happens. It's like winning the lottery. You have to be so lucky, right? And you don't buy the bottom as well. So sell a little bit, but keep in consideration both sides. That's basically it. So you dollar cost out, you have your profits, nothing could happen. So in case this happens, go into a new bear market. This happens, you're cool with it, because now you can buy back low again. You can dollar cost in, all right? Dollar cost in, dollar cost out, dollar cost in. In that case, you only need 1 or 2 cycles to make, just from $1,000, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars if you just do it great. Patience is so super key in this case. Please. I've been selling a little bit, like 0.5% of my portfolio right here, just in case I'm wrong about the bottom, right? So if we see lower than 17K, which I don't expect, but like I said, I don't know if will turn out to be right. I think so. That's why I'm thinking that, but maybe. So I'm, selling like 0.5% of my portfolio right here. But that's a percent that I feel like I'm always calculating. Like, okay, if I sell this, then I have this left in coins. So if my expectation for the bear or the bull market is this, then I make such X. Then I have this amount of money. That's good for me. But if I sell this now, then I have this amount of money for if there will be a way more brutal bear market. That's also good for me. But my point is, don't sell too soon. Patience is key. This is the area where we buy, right? This is the area where we sell. It's super simple, but go against your feelings. That's really what you got to do in crypto. This is the area again where we buy. And then this is the area where we sell. It's not that hard, basically. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But like I said, also, if you expect this to happen, right, we will see a new bull run. Bitcoin will see a new all-time high in the next cycle, probably. Keep this in consideration, because you don't want to ride the wave, so sell, but not everything. Because keep in consideration that this might also happen. You dollar cost it out, great, and then this happens. You always want to have some gunpowder, right? Another thing that I want to shoot a separate video for, but I want to give you a little teaser in this video, which is super important to know, which is really, really, really important to know, is the following. If we look, like I said, this is where we buy, this is where we sell. If you feel like, yeah, well, it's almost $25,000, do we buy here? Yeah, it depends on what your goal is. I buy here because I'm planning to ride these cycles, because a cycle takes longer, but you make a 10x to the upside, right? Sell it, go to the downside, then you have 10 times as more tokens. Then you go 10x to the upside. Then you already made 100x in 2 cycles. If you just do a 10x, right? A lot of altcoins will do a lot more, but that's easy, 100x in 2 cycles. If you put, you know, $1,000 in, you have $100,000. So simple, right? But I just want to show you the RSI is super important, right? The RSI is measuring the sentiment, and it's so super low. And the stochastic RSI is just that, right? We are sitting nicely in the middle right now. It's going up, very nice. But if you look at the monthly, bro, this is great. This is really great, because if we look at the monthly, let me get rid of this. It's so fucking messy, sorry. No, let's get rid of that. Thank you. So if we look at the monthly, you know, if you feel like, yeah, Bitcoin might go down in Rectember or in Fucktober, I don't know how you call it. Okay, might, right? But if you look at the longer time frame and you feel like, man, I am dollar costing, then look at this. What the fucking hell? Sorry for cursing. I didn't want to do that on this channel. Now, sorry for that. But you know, the RSI is sitting low, lower than it was. Like the RSI was at the lowest point. You probably already seen that. If you haven't, then be like, okay, fuck yeah. The stochastic RSI as well. And I just want to show you this. The stochastic RSI has been low like this 2 times in history. 2 times, you know what I say, 3 times makes a trend. 2 times, well, you know, we can make something out of that, right? So it's forming the trend right now. So what happened the last 2 times we were that low? I really would like to show you this before I close the video. So from the low till the high, right? What happened? Okay, let me show you, bro. Calm down. So I can't even show you on the chart. So when it was that low, Bitcoin was sitting at around $200. When it was at the high, Bitcoin was sitting at, what was it? 20K. From the low to the high, Bitcoin on the high time frame, very high time frame, did 100x. Right, that was the first cycle when there was a lot less liquidity, of course. But okay, cool, 100x. This 100x. Then again, we were so low in 2019. What was the low in 2019? The low in 2019 was around $3,300. We went from that to 70K almost. What's that? A big 20x, which on average is a 60x. Now, can we expect a 60x for Bitcoin to happen in just one single cycle? Well, that I don't know, because if we put in a 60x for Bitcoin, that will put us around, well, this is a fucking 6x, so that's not, nah, I don't expect that. But, you know, is a 10x that unrealistic? No, I don't think so. So, guys, purely what I'm saying is don't forget to take your profits. That's basically all I'm saying. And, you know, when the time comes, I will definitely be there making videos about what I'm doing. Maybe you can get a little inspiration of that. It's not financial advice, of course, but, you know, make it a part of your research is what I'm always saying. But taking profits is just super important. You know, it's painful to sell something at a 5x to see that it's going to do another 10x, but that's better than, you know, not selling at all after you did a 10x or 100x or whatever, right? So the best way to have a good midway in that is just by dollar cost averaging out. For now, subscribe to this brand new channel would help me a lot, and like the video, leave an opinion about something like how are you approaching this? I'm very curious how my audience is going to do this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you very soon.